Hi, I'm Aqua. This is my new channel, Open Air with Aqua. It's going to be focused mainly around getting into the outdoors and having a healthy lifestyle and inspiring other people to do the same. I was inspired by a few other YouTube channels that got me out trying new things, doing new hobbies, and this is my way of giving a little bit back. Today's video is a four-wheel drive trip up the Nevis Valley in Queenstown, New Zealand, and hopefully enjoy the ride.
Here we are at the first landmark along the trail, a historic ski hut. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The view up here is wicked. Cool place to stay the night. Not sure if you're allowed or not. Yeah, it's kind of typical of a lot of the huts in New Zealand. Kind of these backcountry huts. A lot of either free or a small fee, like $10 kind of thing. There's a couple of more expensive ones like the Great Walk huts, but most of them are kind of quite standard. Just bunk setups with kind of hospital style mattresses and maybe a cooker or a fireplace. Yeah. It's always a good collection of writing on all the walls, as you can see here. Obviously a sign that's not always followed. It's always when you're lying in the hut and it's bad weather or it's the evening, you haven't got anything to do, you've already read all the magazines that have been left behind, you can always sit there and read all the writing on the wall. Some of it's a bit silly or a good laugh. But real perspective of the countryside here. Absolutely beautiful. I assume there's pretty good backcountry skiing up here in the middle of winter. Scenic dunny on the hillside. Look at this view. Just driving along, and man, this road along the ridge is frickin' awesome. Like, I came up this way a couple of months back and drove across the ridge in the back there, the old women's range. That was a bit too challenging for the truck at the time. I hadn't put the lift in or mud tyres, so kind of got a bit stuck and had to turn around. I think this track should be a lot easier. I think it's a lot more well graded, and that one was labelled like extreme four-wheel drive or something on the Navigator app. This one I think is just a easier beginner trail, so shouldn't have too much trouble getting through here. Look at how awesome this road is. I'll poke the camera outside for you to get a proper perspective of it, but yeah, so cool. About New Zealand four-wheel driving is a lot of it's through private stations, and there's these gates like every couple of kilometres. Like some four-wheel drive tracks you go and you might be jumping out of the vehicle 20 times to open the gate. Always helps bringing someone along. Just convince someone to be a passenger just so they can open your gates for you. It's kind of worth it. I wonder if I can get up there. It looks pretty steep. Oh no. Typical. Just been driving along past this little creek, and remembered that I hadn't filled up any water when I left town. Yeah, got thirsty. So luckily, got my little trail running water filter with me. These are absolutely fantastic. They can filter pretty much any running water and make sure you don't get sick or giardia poisoning, which is really common in rivers in New Zealand. A lot of animal runoff into our rivers and stuff, so it's a bit of a gamble if you're ever drinking out of creeks. The ones high up in the mountains in the native forests are usually pretty good, but the ones down here on the farmland, you definitely want to filter or boil your water before you drink them. Otherwise you're going to be stuck in bed for the next 2 days with the shits, which is not pleasant at all. Yeah, these filters are I think they're about $100. Really, really simple. Just fill it up and then drink out of it like a normal drink bottle. When they're new, which this one's not, it's quite a few years old, but you can just squeeze the water through, fill up a bunch more bottles with them. It's really fast and efficient. Yeah, as you can see, the water in this river is not the greatest looking, all that slime in it. Yeah. Is that? How cool is this road? This is the Nevis Rd and down by Queenstown. Bunch of little river crossings. So much fun. Maybe not. Might have a look at how deep that is first. I felt the wheel just sinking down, so could be quite deep. Ooh. Waist deep. Not going to take the risk. Some interesting old buildings. I have to look up online and see what this area was mainly used for. Whether it was mining or just like sheep mustering. Yeah, they definitely look pretty old. I mean, as old as stuff gets in New Zealand. Just leaving the Nevis Valley now, going up to the saddle. Probably going to take a right at the top and go stay at Old Woman's Hut. So I'm in the Queenstown area and haven't sorted out accommodation for tonight. So okay, little hut. Can't remember what it costs to stay there. It's probably like $10 or something. I've got some cash on me and I've got hut tickets as well. Should be able to sort it out. Yeah, should be a neat wet place to stay up. Might even get a real nice sunset or sunrise. Up pretty high actually. I think the hut's like 1400 or something. It's like on one of the highest roads in New Zealand, I believe. Yeah. The track getting into the hut's a bit rutted, so you've got to have a proper four-wheel drive to get in there. I don't think you'd be getting a Subaru or an Outlander or something like that in there very easily. Kind of want something with like a 2-inch lift and some mud tyres on it. So I got in there with this truck or stock before it had a lift or bigger tyres, and it got in there, but you had to drive real careful, kind of dodging the ruts a bit, which is not ideal. And it was scraping a little bit, but it should get in there totally fine now that it's got a lift and bigger tyres.
Here we are at the old woman's hut now. Turned up last night just on sunset. Went for a little rabbit stalk, and when I got back there was a group of kids here. They didn't stay. Yeah, thanks for watching the video. Not much else is happening today. I'm probably just gonna drive out down to Cromwell or something, find some food. As you can see, the weather's like coming overnight and it's pretty shit for hunting or anything. I might jump out of the truck or something and shoot a rabbit if I see one, but yeah, nothing too exciting. Yeah, I'll show you inside the hut. It's yeah, pretty basic, standard for what you expect for a duck hut. Yeah, thanks for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel, and yeah, keep an eye out. I'll be posting more content in the following weeks. See ya.